always makes sense here in Indiana, the weather.
Does it?
You're funny.
Yeah, it was a joke. Lindsey Monroe, thank you for the obligatory chuckle. Lindsey Monroe is here, everybody, to fill us in.
Yeah, we had some storms to the northwest this afternoon.
Yes, we're in that transition zone. Half of the state getting some stronger storms, the other half dealing with triple-digit heat index values right now. So it really is a split state. Let's talk about these changes. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get drive down the interstate, especially I-65, and you're going to get quite a different picture. This is just to the northwest of Lafayette, where we had a very heavy downpour just a few moments ago that just wrapped up, but lots of wet pavement up across the northwestern tier of the state. We've also been monitoring a pretty strong storm cell moving across Cass County, so right into the Logansport area. That has produced some very heavy rainfall, frequent lightning, and also embedded within this, we've had a couple of small hail cores as this makes its way into Logansport, eventually into Bunker Hill, Peru, that area, moving pretty slowly off to the east. But we've been watching within this storm cell. Well, there's been a couple of indications that there could be some small hail. That is why the National Weather Service out of northern Indiana issued a special weather statement on that storm for the potential of small hail, as well as 50+ mile-per-hour wind gusts. So that keeps it just shy of severe limits, but kind of goes to show you how the whole atmosphere is set up this afternoon. It's very unstable. We have a ton of moisture just hanging out. A lot of that's going to fuel some storm development today. So right now we're watching the leading edge of this cold front, this boundary kind of draped across basically the I-69 corridor all the way from Muncie to Newcastle down toward Ellettsville and Bloomington, where at any point we could see some pop-up showers or thunderstorms develop. Storm Prediction Center also watching this zone as well. This is the latest, still a level 1 of 5, so this is not going to be a widespread severe weather setup for today. But these isolated storm cells could certainly pack a punch. We've got a heat index of 95 in Indy, 103 in Seymour, at 100 in Bloomington. That's why we still have a heat advisory in effect for Indy South. That will expire at 8 o'clock tonight when we start to change up our air mass. So as far as storm chances for the rest of today goes, we'll watch mainly northern Indiana for the rest of this afternoon and this evening for some of those spotty downpours. And then eventually this line's going to come through early tomorrow morning. Still going to be hanging on to that. Eventually that line's going to push south, and we're going to be on the opposite side of the heat and the humidity as rain and thunder moves out Thursday afternoon. Then we're in the 70s all the way through the start of the weekend, and more importantly, much lower humidity. That includes the start of the Indiana State Fair on Friday. We'll be right back.